Hi everyone, welcome to my Flosstube number 3. This is about take 57. I just keep messing up, and since I don't know how to edit, I keep having to start over again. It's probably about maybe the 6th or 7th time I've had to start over, but it feels like much more. I need to learn how to edit so that I can not have to keep starting over again. So anyway, today is November the 30th, and it's just shocking to me that we're almost into December and we're almost through 2021. The time just has gone by so fast. It seems like when I was a little kid, we were waiting for Christmas to come. It would take forever, and now it seems like just a few months ago we had Christmas last year. So anyway, maybe it's just part of getting older, but yeah, it's just shocking how fast this year has gone. So for those of you in the United States that celebrate, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. We had a really nice time. It was different because we do not have a main kitchen anymore since we're remodeling. And so we have a basement apartment that my daughter rents, and we've been using her kitchen. And so this is where we spent our Thanksgiving, and we didn't have a dining room table. So we basically just ate our dinner around the TV watching movies. So it was very casual, but we had a nice time. My husband managed to take some time off work, which is something he rarely does. And so he was home for 5 days. He spent most of that time working on the house, but he enjoys doing that. And so it was good. My daughters both had to work. So they didn't get a lot of time off other than Thanksgiving Day. So I'd like to say thank you to my new subscribers and my returning subscribers, and to everyone that left such lovely comments. I really, really appreciate it. The comments are so nice to read, and thank you. And if you're watching this for the first time and you like what you see, then please think of subscribing and liking. And you can also find me over at Instagram at the same name, Mary's Stitching Corner. And I try to post there quite frequently. So there's been not a lot going on other than Thanksgiving. It's been quite warm here in northern Utah. They were saying on the news this morning that since they started keeping record of the weather, this is only the 4th November in history that there hasn't been any snow. So they're predicting some snow next week, but we'll see if it happens. So it hasn't really felt, it was cold, but it was sunny, and now we're in the low 50s, which is quite warm for this time of the year. So it's different. I'm not complaining because I don't like the snow, but I know we need it. So I'm sure within the next month I'll be complaining about it being too cold and too snowy. So nothing else has been going on, just the same old, same old. So I've spent a lot of time stitching, and I feel like I've made good progress with all of my WIPS. So I will share those with you. I also had 2 finishes, and so I'll start with those. So this first one is Let It Snow by Shannon Christine, and here it is. And I really like how this turned out. I was worried about it because I did it on 18 count Aida, and it's very, very small, but I think it's going to make a really cute pillow. So I have to find some fabric to finish this with and try and make my first pillow. And I used all the called for DMC threads except for the words. That was supposed to be in white, but I felt it didn't stand out enough, so I changed the color on that. But I think it's really cute. I even did some French knots, which I am not good at, but I think they look okay. But anyway, overall, I really like how it turned out. If I was to do it again, I would change the color of the fabric, but I like it. And then this is Silent Night by Country Cottage Needleworks. I love how this turned out. I used all the called for DMC threads, and I think it's very, very pretty. For the fabric, I used Smoky Blue 18 count Ada by Fabric Flare, and I think it works really well. So that stitched up very quickly, and I'm going to frame this one. I think I'll get a distressed white frame and try and frame it myself, which will be a first. So we'll see how that goes. And then, as I said, I did a lot of work on my WIPS. So I got a page finish on Quaker Christmas 2, Songs of the Season. And this is done on 18 count antique white Ada. And I love how it looks. And I'm just using DMC threads. So that's been really enjoyable. It's really nice doing a project where you're not having to change the colors all the time. Feels like it's going a lot faster. So I'm looking forward to, I think there's 7 more pages. So still quite a bit to do, and I won't get it done by Christmas this year, but I'll stitch it through December. And then another Christmas one I've been working on is by Silver Creek Samplers, and it's called Christmas List. And I've got quite a bit done on this. This is 18 count Ada by Fabric Flare. It might be taupe. So I've really been enjoying that a lot. And this feels like it's moving very fast also. But again, I won't be done with that by Christmas either, but that's okay. Another Christmas one. This is a set of 3 houses by Little Stitch Girl. It's called Plaid Tidings. And right now I'm working on the greenhouse here. And I'll probably get this one finished this week. And this is another fabric by Fabric Flare, 18 count Ada. So I think this is going to be really cute. So last week my main focus was Victorian Charm, a Dimensions Gold kit. And I feel like I got quite a bit done on this too. I love I love the dimension that their kits have and the colors that they choose. And mostly I worked on this section right through here. And then another Dimensions Gold kit that I've been working on is Twilight Bridge. That was my focus 2 weeks ago. Here's a picture. And I'm working on this area through here. And starting to come down here. So I started in the middle, and now I'm going to work down so I can get the whole edge done, and then I can start filling in. So this is what I've got done so far. So this is the middle, and now I'm working down here. This is quite a challenge because for all these flowers, there's like 5 strands of floss. So it feels very thick and bulky, but I'm really enjoying how it looks. And my focus piece this week is Lady of the Thread by Lavender and Lace. It's hard to see. So I think since last time I worked through here, I like to work in rows or columns. So I've been working in rows on this one. So it's starting to come together. So that's all my WIPS, I guess. Thought there was going to be some more. Anyway, I'm thinking of, let me look at my list and see. Okay. So that's all the WIPS. I'll keep working on the Christmas ones and Lady of the Thread this week. And then I'll talk about possible new starts when we get to the plan portion of the video. So right now what I want to do is go through all the old charts I found in my stash. There were charts in there that I'd forgotten I even had. So I think you might find those kind of interesting. So we'll go through some of those. So we have a Mirabilia Winter Queen. I've had this one for years and really want to do that. And Spring Queen by Mirabilia. I've never actually stitched up a Mirabilia. So that's something I really want to do. I have Titania, I think that's what you call it, Queen of the Fairies. And I actually did start this one, but I didn't like the fabric I started it on, so I need to find some fabric that I like and start her again. I hadn't done very much. And then we have a bunch of Lavender and Lace. Some of these I may not stitch because my tastes have changed, but I used to really like to do the angels. This one is Angel of Grace. There's a lot of white in there, I think. It may be a very light pink. But this one I may do. I still really like this one. And then there is Angel of Spring by Lavender and Lace. And I got this one because my daughter plays the violin. I know that's not a violin, but it reminded me of her. So again, I may still do this, and maybe I'll leave the wings off. We'll see. And then I've got the Celtic Ladies. I shared before that I had finished Celtic Spring and Celtic Christmas. So this is Celtic Winter. Celtic Summer. And Celtic Autumn. I really want to start one of these. When I pulled out the ones that I had finished, you forget how pretty they are when they're stitched up. And so when I pulled them out, it really made me want to start one. So I was thinking maybe I would start Celtic Winter. So that's a possibility. That might be a new start. So then I came across these really old charts that I think I picked up when our LNS was going out of business down in southern Utah. I haven't stitched any of them, but they're really cute, and I think they would make really cute pillows. These are all by Raspberry Patch Designs. There's a few angels from the An Angel Told Me series. This is Sing Praise. Friendship Blooms. And Cheerful Stitcher. And then there was a whole bunch of snow people. It's One Snowman's Family series. This is Santa, aka Uncle Joe. I think these are adorable. Aunt Mabel. Grandma. The Boys. Elizabeth Ann. Cousin Midge. And Diane and Katie. It looks like they all have little buttons. Probably can't get those anymore. These are, I don't know how old these are, but I've probably had these at least 15 years. Let me see if there's a date. Yeah, I don't know when they were published, but anyway, I think they might be quite fun to stitch and probably quick to stitch. And this is something from Earth Threads called O Kam Ba, which is cute. I don't know if you can see that very well because of the reflection. So that might be fun to stitch also. This one is a Dimensions kit that I've had for a long time that I really want to stitch. 1999. It's called Land's End. I've never stitched a lighthouse design before, so I'd like to do that. And these two, the last two, are ones that I've stitched before, but for different reasons I want to stitch them again. This is by Leisure Arts, Footprints in the Sand. I stitched this for my mother-in-law and framed it and everything, and it was going to be a Christmas present. And we were living in southern Utah, and my husband was driving up to northern Utah to see her and to give it to her, and he was rear-ended on the freeway, and this was damaged in the accident, so she never got to get this. So I think I'd really like to stitch this again. And this is the last of my old, well, I have some PDFs I can show you, but this is the last paper chart of my stash. This is by Dimensions, Flower of the East. And I stitched this, I can't remember when, for my friend, one of my best friends who was Japanese, and gave it to her for Christmas one year. And unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago in a terrible accident. And I want to stitch this again just to remind me of her. And I think it's beautiful. So that's on my to-do list. And then I have a few PDFs from Heaven and Earth designs that I've had for a long time, and some of them I've started but just was never happy with them because I just haven't found the right fabric. So this is by Rando Spangler, Village Bookstore. I really like his design. Sorry, the glare is really bad. And then I've got Autumn Owl Trio. I love owls. And I probably wouldn't stitch the background on this. I would just do it on a fall colored background, hand dyed probably. This one I haven't started. This is Little Match Girl. Another one I haven't started, but I love the colors in this. This was a free chart and I started this. And again, I'm just never happy with the coverage. So this is Ice Princess. I don't know if it's still available. And this was a free chart on Heaven and Earth Designs. I can't remember what it's called, but it's by Sheena Pike. And there was one more, which, oh, Owl in a Poppy Field. I love owls. And our last dog was called Poppy, after the flower. So that's why I got this chart. Unfortunately, Poppy passed away. She was only 5 years old, and I'd really like to stitch this. I've started this multiple times and haven't found a fabric that I really like. So that's it for my finishes, my WIPS, my chart stash. Let me see what else I was going to talk about. Okay, I don't really have much haul or any haul other than I bought a Lowry stand, and that came the day after Thanksgiving. So I am trying to get used to that. It's the first time I've used a stand, and I like it. I just feel I need the longer arm. I feel I'm really squished in the corner of the couch when I use it, but I love having something to hold my Q-snaps, and I really like it in every way except that the arm feels too short. So I can't find the longer arm in stock anywhere. So maybe after the holidays I'll be able to find it, and I think I'll be much more comfortable with that. I haven't bought any charts or anything, but there's a lot of things on my Christmas list, so we'll see if that happens. My plans, I've been trying to figure out some plans. I want to have some new starts, and I am going to incorporate one new start this week, since I finished 2. This is by Little House Needleworks, called ABC 123. Very small. I think it's 4.5 by 4.5. So I think this will be a very quick stitch. So I plan on starting that this week on this fabric from Fabric Claire. It's 18 count Aida, and it's taupe. And as I mentioned, I want to start one of the Celtic ladies, and I feel like since we're going into winter, I should start on Celtic Winter. I just don't know how to incorporate everything while trying to continue to make progress on things. So I've already got 3 big projects going. If I add this one, then that will be 4. I like to have smaller pieces in between so that I finish some things and feel like I'm accomplishing things. So I may make this maybe a Sunday stitch. And once December's through, I'm going to just work on my Christmas projects 1 day a week. So that will open up some space for others. I also think I'm going to start the chart I bought last time, which is Glasgow, my hometown. This is only 6.5 by 6.5, I think. So this again is a smaller stitch. So I think I'll do those 2 as new starts, and then work through the other projects the way I've been doing. Just have one focused piece a week and then work on the other ones as much as I can. So that's what I've got going forward, I think. Let me see if there's anything else. Nope. I think that's it. My husband has a big birthday coming up this weekend, and so we've been planning what we're going to do for him. So tomorrow my oldest daughter is off work, so we're going to go out and do what we need to do to get ready for his big birthday. He brought the Christmas tree in the other day, but he works his main job, and then he has his own business that he works at night, as well as working on the house, and so he's very busy. So we have the tree set up with nothing on it because he hasn't brought in all the Christmas boxes yet. So that may be another thing that my daughter and I will do tomorrow. One thing we like to do is we go on a couple of trips every year in our travel trailer, and anywhere I go, I try to pick up a Christmas ornament from wherever we visit. And so we've got ornaments from South Dakota, Yellowstone, Montana, California, all those places. And last year we went to Colorado, and I had these sitting in my bedroom, so I like to just pick up cute little ornaments to remind us of where we've been on our trips. So I thought this was really cute. And sorry for the crinkling. And we love our camper trips, and so this is Happy Camper, and then it's got Montrose, Colorado on there. That was our last trip. So we always have fun pulling out these ornaments and reminiscing about our trips. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing this week. Hopefully we'll have the tree and everything decorated by the end of the weekend. Again, we'll be decorating the basement rather than the main floor, since it's chaos up there. So we won't be able to put everything out, but we're looking forward to it. And after tomorrow, I can give myself permission to listen to my Christmas music. I don't like to listen to it before December, but I'm a big Pentatonics fan and love their Christmas music. And I just put all my Christmas music on my phone and hit shuffle. So we've got hundreds of Christmas songs that we listen to all month long. So other than that, it will be life as normal. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you can find some peace in the middle of the chaos that the holidays can bring sometimes. And I hope to be back in a couple of weeks for another video. And thanks again for watching, and take good care. Bye for now.